My name is Andrew. I'm a Director of Family Ministries. I give Microsoft SharePoint 3 out of 5 stars, and for more reviews like this, click below. We looked at a couple different things before landing on SharePoint. We emailed a lot of documents to each other, was one solution we looked at. Another was something more in the realm of Slack, but ultimately we landed on SharePoint in part because it integrated well with the Microsoft products we already had, and it was able to do a lot of things we needed. There were a couple things that made SharePoint stand out for us as the obvious solution. The first, as I said, was the connection to other Microsoft products. The other piece is that it could do several different kinds of things. We could do kind of an internal intranet for our organization that was mostly communication based. It was sending information out to our users and our broader community. And we could also use it for its collaboration tools for working on documents and projects internally. The last piece that was important was the way it gave us granular control over things like security and access, so that financial information could stay siloed from other information. We could keep our security where we needed it to be. As we got started with SharePoint, the first thing we were able to do was integrate it with the rest of our Microsoft 365 environment. We spent a lot of time on the front end making sure that the templates we were using were what we were looking for, and a lot of time thinking through how to design the various sites, who had access to what, which products, and which features that SharePoint offered we would use in different environments. That was one of the sticking points, though, is that there are an awful lot of features, an awful lot of things that SharePoint can do, and it became somewhat overwhelming to have to sort through which division of the organization needed which features turned on and off and who was going to administer what. Once we got all that taken care of, it was easy to get our users using it and all of our content in there, but the setup was pretty steep. A few recommendations if you're thinking about using Microsoft SharePoint in your organization. The first is, if you are already a Microsoft environment, it probably makes a lot of sense to consider SharePoint. It integrates with everything you already have. The next question would be, what exactly do you need your intranet, internal communication tools to look like? SharePoint is very powerful. It can also be overwhelming. So if you were on the easier side, need kind of fewer features, have fewer staff to maintain this very powerful organizational tool, SharePoint might not be for you. But if you have the resources and the personnel to keep it up to date, it can be a very powerful tool to bring together information from across your organization and keep it where folks can use it and use it well.